What is up everyone, it's Gingerbearded Gaming here and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be talking about the Engineer, Soldier and Battalion in Enlisted. If you like this vid, hit that like button and subscribe for more Enlisted content. Now, these are one of the most useful classes on the battlefield and you need to know how to use them effectively. Engineers unlock for your squads at campaign level 3. So if you follow my last video on how to level up fast, you'll unlock them in no time. When you unlock the battalion, the engineer comes with a Lee Enfield rifle, obviously for the US only, and the rest of the squads are standard troopers and they come with Springfields or the generic rifle for the other teams. Now, engineers are not locked just to this battalion. You can actually unlock them for other squads. Take my assault squad for instance. They're still all just troopers, but in the upgrades you can add engineers to your units. So don't worry if you think you have to play as the engineer battalion to get the use out of the engineers. But the Engineer Battalion comes with its own perks and this makes them stand out on the battlefield. Just like the other units, you can upgrade them to not just have troopers and one engineer. You can give them assault members, bombers and more engineers. But what makes them unique is the AAA sentry guns which they can deploy. These are fantastic for harassing the enemy team, especially in invasion, and you can stop the enemy from advancing or use it in conquest to bombard the capture points on the battlefield. Engineers also use rifles like the troopers, and when you unlock the Engineer Battalion for the US, as I said, you get the Lee Enfield rifle. Now, this has 10 rounds compared to the standard 5 rounds in the Springfield, and has a much faster firing rate. However, it takes 2 body shots, but 1 headshot still, so that's kind of a trade-off for more rounds and a quicker firing rate. But because they can all use rifles, I unlocked the carbine at level 5 in the campaign and I gave my engineers the carbine as they're crazy fast firing semi-auto rifles and I like pushing into the fight with my engineers. Now, that may sound silly, but this is where the engineers actually shine. The best way to play as an engineer is an aggressive flanker. Engineers can construct spawn beacons anywhere on the map apart from capture points, and anyone on your team can spawn there. This is also really good for leveling up as each spawn squad gets you XP. Now, let's take the Normandy invasion for example. The first point for the Allies' capture is dead centre, and the Allies have a long way to run to get there from the shore, as shown here. But, going either far right or far left, there's a wall which you can jump over, or use explosives to get through. Now, it could be guarded by the enemies, but placing a spawn beacon here is a great way to help capturing and flanking. Not only will your team not need to run over that open beach to be picked off by MG42s and Kar 98 snipers, but you can surprise them in the bunkers and take them out from the sides. This is also the case for other maps. Using spawn beacons on hard flanks is what I believe one of the best ways to win an Enlisted. Hence why I think being an aggressive flanker for this class is the best way to play. Engineers can also place down tank traps, sandbags and ammunition boxes. These are all extremely useful in the heat of battle and can help funnel enemy troops or guard positions. But by far the spawn beacons are the best tool they have. But 2 things to remember. The spawn beacons, as you saw, take a little while to construct, so you need to make sure you're in cover, and when generated they make a loud beeping sound that the enemy can hear, like I can hear the enemies here and I go and dismantle it. So be careful as obviously they can be destroyed. There you go guys, that is the guide to the Engineer class and Battalion. Definitely one of the most useful classes on the battlefield, and I 100% recommend when you unlock them, you stick them in your roster and level them up fast to make them even more effective in the fight. Take it easy gang, and I'll see you in the next one.